This week, I've had a new parcel arrive with something I've been eagerly anticipating for. A special new colony that I finally got my hands on. Also, I have some new queen ants I want to share with you as we put them in their new homes. I can't wait to share these new members of our ever-growing ant collection to you, my fellow ant admirers. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Ant Keeper, where I upload every week about all things ants related. If you find yourself enjoying this video, please subscribe. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. My goal with our collection is I want to have several colonies ranging across all the genera of ants here in Australia. As you've probably noticed, the range in characteristics, both visually and behaviourally, between the ants I already keep is amazing. For example, the diverse colours between, say, the greenhead ant and the meat ant is phenomenal. The bright metallic green vastly contrasts the deep red and purple tones of the meat ant. Compare that again to the golden-tailed bull ant, which has an incredible golden gaster that you can almost see your reflection on. I get so excited when I see a new worker ant outside foraging with its colony. This is what inspires me to continue finding and adding new ant genera to our collection, so I can share with you the amazing qualities and inner workings of the humble ant. One particular genus I've been eagerly building up for is the Polyrhachis. They're quite common where I live. I often see them running up and down trees and along the footpath as I go for bushwalks with my dog. I have already caught the Polyrhachis australis. I've actually caught about 4 or 5 elates. Most recently I caught 2 with the blacklight setup I made. If you haven't seen my blacklight video already, you should definitely check it out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Before I show you what new colony arrived in the mail this week, I want to show you my new Polyrhachis queens I found. I found all of them on the inside of an old gum tree that has been eaten inside out by Shattuck, a type of termite. I found about 15 queens in total in and around the tree. However, I've just taken 7 for myself, leaving the rest of the queens to populate the wild. I think it's important to, wherever possible, avoid harming the local ecosystems. Every situation is unique, so I believe we as ant keepers have to use our discernment when taking from the wild. Polyrhachis the genus doesn't like being held captured in test tube setups. They like the freedom to roam around and explore. As you can see here, they're pulling at the cotton trying to get out. To combat this, I'm going to use these little plastic containers to act as cheap outwalls for these little queen ants. Here's a tip. Pulling at the cotton is a good sign to pay attention to. Sometimes even a Claustral colony's workers will begin to pull at the cotton. This is a possible sign that they are ready to move into an outwall. I made a video all about this a couple of months ago. I'll leave the link to that video in the description below. I've been searching around and found someone that has my favourite Polyrhachis species for sale. I would like to introduce to you our new colony, the Polyrhachis ammon. Often called spiny ants due to their spines protruding out of them. This intensely metallic gold ant is out of this world. The colours on this species is incredible, and it's probably the most popular Polyrhachis species out there. I just love how the golden colour slowly transitions into the jet black you see on its face. I've been looking at this ant for a while, and I don't think you could make this ant look any better if you tried. I mean, it's got spikes coming out of it. It's like a fantasy creature from a game. I'm so happy to finally have this colony in our collection. In preparation for the arrival of this colony, I have an acrylic founding Ozant's nest and small outworld ready to go. This colony is probably a little bit on the small side for this size nest, but I'm going to try it anyway. With a constant supply of heat and plenty of food, I'm sure this colony will grow in no time. So I thought now would be a good opportunity to do a channel update, just to talk about a couple of things that I haven't really elaborated on in the last couple of episodes. First thing I just want to briefly touch on is decorating the outworlds. As you can see, for this Polyrhachis Ammon outworld, it's not really well decorated, it's not very pretty, it's very practical I might add, but not very pretty. And it's been the same with a couple of other colonies, a couple of outworlds that I've done recently. The reason why I haven't decorated them is mostly just simply because I've had a lack of time. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time. In fact, I barely have any. As you can imagine, I have a lot of full-time commitments, but despite that, I love making videos, and when I do the outworld properly, I want to make it really good, and I don't want to rush it. That's the reason why I haven't done the outworlds yet. If you see an outworld setup that you like, feel free to tag me in it on Instagram or on YouTube. If you tag me in a setup that you like, and I end up using it, I'll give you a shout out on the channel. So the next thing I wanted to really talk about is the plans for this channel for the new year. So something I asked recently was about Discord. I asked you guys whether you'd be interested in joining a Discord server from this channel. When I asked that question, an overwhelming response of you guys said yes, would love to join a Discord server. So I'm in the process of setting that up, currently learning a lot about it. I haven't used Discord before, so it's quite new to me, and as a lot of you guys would know, setting up a Discord server can be quite complicated. I won't release it to you till it's just right, but it's just around the corner. Very soon I'll be releasing the server for you guys to join. The next thing I want to talk about was competitions. So as you know, I've run a couple of competitions already on Instagram and on YouTube, and I've done pretty well, and you guys love them, and I love giving them to you. So what I've been doing is I've been buying the prizes ahead of time. Why, you may ask? At the moment, postage is a little bit tricky. Not so much here in Australia from state to state, like when I buy the prizes, but when I send the prizes out, so far the people who have won my competitions have been on the other side of the world. And because of COVID-19, it takes a long time for the prizes to get from Australia to whatever country it's going to. Even there are some countries right now that aren't accepting international post. For the time being, I don't really feel right doing a competition when it's quite possible the person who wins won't even be able to get it for maybe even months. I won't be running any more competitions until the international postage starts to go back to normal. Another thing I wanted to mention was at the time of recording this video right now, I have 601 subscribers. Huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel so far. It's been an amazing couple of months. I started the channel on, I think it's the 4th, maybe the 3rd of September. So it's been about 4 months now since I've started the channel, and to have 601 subscribers already is just crazy, just unbelievable. I really thought that maybe I might have 10 or 15 subscribers by now at absolute best, and I would have been super happy with that. So to have 601 subscribers already is just out of this world. Thank you so much for the support that you all have given me on this channel so far, and I really can't wait to see what the new year has to come. If you made it this far, please subscribe if you haven't already. It makes my day. I love seeing more people joining in on the ant keeping community. I would love to know from you, are you an ant keeper? Or do you just like watching ant videos? Please write your answer in the description below. I'd really love to know. Thank you everyone, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, happy ant keeping.